You know what's strange? Most people are not afraid of grammar. They're not even afraid of vocabulary. They're afraid of people. They're afraid of opening their mouth and hearing their own voice in English. And honestly, I understand that fear because I've seen it freeze people's dreams right in front of them. Hey there, this is the listening room, where you can slow down, listen deeply, and connect with real English through real stories. Today, I want to talk about something that every English learner has felt at least once: the fear of speaking. That tight feeling in your chest when someone says, "Can you say that in English?" That panic when your mind goes blank, even though you know the words. Yeah, that feeling. Let's talk about it. Because this fear, it's not just about English. It's about something deeper, something that every human understands. The fear of being judged. I remember one student, let's call her May. She was from China. Smart, kind, hardworking. Her grammar was perfect, her vocabulary amazing. But every time she had to speak, she froze. During our first lesson, I asked her something simple. "What did you do this weekend?" She smiled nervously, then silence. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Then she said softly, "Sorry, my English is not good." But here's the truth. Her English was good. Her problem wasn't language, it was fear. After class, she told me, "When I speak, I feel like everyone is watching me. I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to sound stupid." Does that sound familiar? If you've ever felt like that, if you've ever stayed quiet in a group or avoided talking because you were afraid to embarrass yourself, you are not alone. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Even native speakers get nervous when they speak a new language. I remember my first time in Japan. I was trying to say something simple at a restaurant. Just, "Can I have some water?" But the words wouldn't come out right. I mixed up the sounds, my pronunciation was off, and the waiter looked at me confused. I felt my face go red. I wanted to disappear. In that moment, I finally understood what my students feel every single day. That fear, that heavy feeling in your stomach, it's not about the words. It's about shame. It's about the voice in your head saying, "Don't say it. You'll sound stupid. People will laugh. They'll think you're not smart." But here's the truth that took me years to learn. That voice is a liar. Nobody speaks perfectly when they're learning. Even little kids make hundreds of mistakes before they can talk smoothly. But they don't care. They keep talking anyway, because they know that's how you learn. Adults, though, we care too much. We care about what people think. We want to look smart, confident, fluent. And that's what makes us freeze. I once asked May a question. "What's the worst thing that could happen if you make a mistake?" She thought for a moment and said, "People will think I'm not good at English." Then I asked, "And what's the best thing that could happen if you try anyway?" She smiled. "I could finally speak." That's it. That's the shift. When you stop focusing on what people might think and start focusing on what you want to say, everything changes. Let me tell you another story. I had a student from Brazil. His name was Lucas. He was funny, outgoing, full of energy in Portuguese. But in English, he became quiet, shy, different. One day, I asked him to record a short video of himself speaking English. He said, No way, I hate my voice in English. But I insisted. Just try. You don't have to show anyone, just record it for yourself. So he did. When he listened to it, he said, "Wow, I sound terrible." But then I asked, "Okay, what if you just do this every day for 1 week?" He agreed. Day 1, awkward. Day 2, still weird. Day 3, a little easier. Day 7, he was smiling while speaking. After that week, he said something I'll never forget. It's not that my English got better, it's that I stopped being afraid of my own voice. And that's exactly what happens. The more you hear yourself speak English, the more comfortable you get with it. It becomes your language. There's a moment, and if you keep practicing, you'll feel it, when English stops being a foreign language and starts being your voice. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, quietly. Maybe one day you'll be ordering coffee and realize you didn't translate in your head, or you'll tell a joke in English and people will laugh, or someone will say, "Wow, your English is really good," and you'll just smile. That's the moment you know you've broken free from the fear. It's not that the fear disappears completely. You just stop letting it control you. Because the truth is, confidence doesn't come before you speak. It comes after. You can't think your way into confidence. You have to speak your way into it. So if you're listening right now and you feel scared to speak English, here's what I want you to remember. You're not alone. Every learner feels that fear, even the ones who seem confident. The fear doesn't mean you're bad at English. It means you care. It means you want to do well. You can't wait for confidence to come. You build it, word by word, sentence by sentence, conversation by conversation. Start small. Talk to yourself in English for 1 minute a day. Record your voice. Speak to a friend. Ask one question in class. Every time you speak, you're not just practicing English, you're teaching your brain that it's safe to use this new voice. And over time, the fear gets smaller. Your world gets bigger. Sometimes I think about May and Lucas, both of them now living abroad, using English every day. They still make mistakes, but they laugh about them. They talk freely. They live fully. And that's what I wish you too. Not perfection, just freedom. Freedom to speak, to connect, to express yourself without fear. Because English is not about sounding like a native speaker. It's about sharing your ideas, your emotions, your truth in your own voice. And your voice matters. Watch the next episode to keep practicing real English. See you in the next episode. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to the American English Podcast. Thank you, and bye.